Hey guys, it's me. Um, we're going to make something in Scratch today. Sorry to. Alright. You can go to Scratch.com, and what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of a simulation type thing, a mouse simulation. So we're just going to go to create. What the reason uh we're doing this is I made one of these a while back, and Um, it didn't really get that many views, and then another guy copied it, and then he got featured on the homepage. So I thought that was pretty stupid because I made one, and then this guy basically copied off me. It was a little while ago, but yeah, we're gonna make another one of those today, and it's not really that hard. We're gonna go back. We're gonna need a list, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna need variable x, and we're gonna need variable y. Um, I'm just gonna go and make all this stuff, and we're gonna do similar to what we made in the last video. Um, a little tiny dot, except for this time it's gonna be white, so it matches the background. It's gotta be right in the middle. And now in scripts, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this, and we're gonna make another backdrop. Sorry if I was just sounded muffled. And we're going to make this backdrop, and then we're going to make another backdrop. And the first backdrop is going to, all it's going to say is, oh, it's got to be black. Press space. Okay. There we go. Now that's backdrop 1. And in scripts, we're going to put wait until key space pressed, and then we're going to switch the backdrop. Sorry, I just heard a weird buzzing noise, but whatever. But at the beginning we gotta put a switch backdrop to backdrop 1 so it always switches to backdrop 1. And the only reason we have this is because we're making this sprite follow the tip of our mouse pointer. Oh, okay, there's a mosquito in my room for some reason. I'm gonna kill it, I'll be right back. Well, I was unsuccessful in killing it, but whatever. Or fast. Alright, so we have this. Now what we gotta do is on top of this we gotta just put a forever loop, and we're just gonna make it go to mouse pointer forever. So now when you press space, space, there we go, and now it should be following the mouse pointer. I don't know why that took so long, actually. Well, hopefully that gets fixed later. Alright. Or actually, probably it's just because I'm recording. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, now that we have that, we have to add one of these, and then wait until space key. Actually, no, we don't need to add that. Then we can just add forever, or an if statement. And we can actually make it we can say how long do you want to record for. To record your mouse pointer. And I just messed up, so I'm going to copy that, and we're just going to put this as time. We need a key space pressed, and then we're going to need an ask. Key space, and we're just going to put this to R. Alright, so now I have R. And what this is going to do, it's basically just going to add the XY position of this sprite, and it's going to add it to the data, and then the data is going to go into a list. Or rather, two lists. An X and a Y list. Which seems like a lot when you can actually just put in the other one, but then you have to put the whole add to and then add to, and you don't actually get the first two in the list, and that gets kind of annoying, so we're not going to do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do ask, and then we're going to set time to answer. Press space. Wait a second, since it's not going to go because I'm recording. Yeah, you can go, come on, you can do this. Or maybe not, I'm just going to take that out for now. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now it's following mouse pointer. When we press R, okay, that's something's wrong here. And put that in forever loop, so that way you can ask it more than once. R, how much would you like to set for whatever? We're just gonna say maybe 124 seconds. Alright, so it's 124 seconds, and now what we got to do is we got to repeat for time. Now this is going to go for 124 seconds. So in there, what we're going to do is we're going to make a list, and we're going to name this the X variable. And then we're going to make a list, and we're going to name this Y. And we got the X and the Y, which we were not going to use these. We're just going to add them. So now we're going to which we don't need to show these lists, so we can just click that. These lists don't have to be shown in the beginning at all. So we're going to actually make a whole different set, put a forever loop. We're going to get both sets, set and set, and we're going to set X, and then we're going to set Y, and oops, sorry if you guys could not hear me at all, that just went down. I'm sorry. We're going to set X, or just in case you didn't hear me, we just made this. It asks for how much time you want to record. It sets the time to what you put in, so in this case it's 124, and then it's going to repeat 124 times, which is the variable, which is the number. It's going to repeat 124 times. Each time you move the mouse pointer for 124 seconds, it's going to record the X and Y coordinates, and then it's going to play them back when you press a specific button. So right here, we're going to continuously set X and Y to where our mouse pointer is, which is not actually a mouse pointer, it's this little sprite right here. So we're going to set that to X position. You notice up here, it's not changing yet. I'm going to set this to Y position. Then when we go ahead, click up here, you can see them up there, and they're going to change it in a second. There you go. See? These up in the corner, they're changing. That's how we set up our Y and X. and it's constantly going to set it to X and Y position, so every time this repeats, it's just going to set that into the list. So now we're going to add, actually we can add a delete thing right here, all, and we're just going to add to Y, and then we're going to add another one for X. So now we're going to constantly add X to X, and we're going to constantly add Y to Y. And after it records, it's just going to break out of this loop and go back up to the top, and then you can record again. So now we're just going to click. Actually, let's add X and Y here. Let's move that over so you can see that. Okay, so now we're here. Going to click R, and we're going to record for, let's say, 50 seconds. And it's actually not a second, so let's see how long this goes. And this is going to mimic this almost exactly. Alright, so we're still going. But what I'm going to do to test this is I'm going to get up a stopwatch, because I want to make sure that it's per second, otherwise I'm going to have to change that. You know, because people are making Scratch games, and you know, they look really nice, but they don't look nice if they don't put the work into it. So here we go. Press space. Press space. We're actually going to add one more to delete all of X. Oh, I think I froze a little bit. Yeah, I did. Alright. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. Okay. Delete all of X. There we go. So we're just going to play that. You should delete now, if I do say so. Alright, so we're just going to press space. There we go. Come on, go. I'm really sorry. I'm not even sure if it looks like this in the video. Maybe it already went, but for me, it's not. Alright, so now we're going to click R. How much do we want to go for? Let's just do 10 seconds as a control, and enter, start. Alright. I think this is actually going to go for 10 seconds. Maybe not. Alright, I clicked 10. It's going on 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Oh, it's still going. And if this doesn't work, we can always... Well, actually, no, I'm going to make this work. Alright, it's going on a minute. So we're going to go ahead and stop this. We need to... It's repeating 10 times. It should only be repeating 10 times. Alright. Alright. Alright, I think this is just going to go on for unlimited amount of time, which is not what we want. So I'm going to try to fix this, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I found out the problem. I changed it to repeat to see if it actually goes to 0. And it's actually not in seconds, it goes for a little bit too long. So what we're gonna do is, all I have to do is move this in here, so you never know what's gonna work and what's not. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this repeat back It's a little bit easier than having all this stuff. We're going to get rid of this time by negative. Alright, so now we're going to test this one more time. And yes, it is because I'm recording. Sorry, I have to like pause the recording to get it to press space right away. So now we're just going to click record. I'm going to come up, hold on. Alright, how much time in seconds? Well, even though it's not in seconds. We can just put 100. And it's going to repeat 100 times. Where my mouse pointer's at. Alright, it's almost there. It's above halfway. 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so this is also broken. So it looks like we're just going to have to keep our other way that we did it. Put time back into there. And there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to time how long 100 of them takes. And let's just let this run out. I'm going to add a set time to 0 when that's clicked. That's why. Alright. I didn't have that inside the if statement, but I'm not going back to change it now. Press space, I'm just going to pause it. Alright, there we go. How many times? And we're going to make this 100, and I'm going to start my clock. And alright, so how long is 100? Okay, so it looks like 50 is about 10 seconds. But in order to get an accurate reading, I'm going to pause the recorder, so I'll be right back. Alright, so 100 is about 3.5 seconds. We can dumb this down a little bit by adding a wait, but I don't want to do that. So 100 is about, what did I say, 4 seconds? 100, alright, enter the number, no, enter the number, enter the amount to record. 100 is about 4-5 seconds. Alright, so here we go. We have this all part all figured out, and obviously it's not going to record because it isn't a time. Okay, now we gotta add the part that takes the input and records it and puts it where it needs to go. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to add something that can read off of these lists. So now what we need to do is we need one more if statement, because this you're going to press R, and then it's going to delete all of it, it's going to ask, you're going to put it in, it's going to repeat, and then we're going to make it ask again I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry, my father came in, in case he came in here, I didn't want you guys to hear him. So we're gonna ask him, would you like to play back your recording? And we're gonna put YN, like we do for everything else. Actually, no, since this is gonna be temporary, we don't need that. I like doing that, but we don't need that. Now we're gonna put an if. Actually, we're gonna say if n y/n if n recording will be deleted. Alright, so now we want an if else. What am I doing? I want an if else, and we're gonna ask if answer, where is answer? If answer equals y, then we want it to repeat for the length of y or x, it doesn't matter, and we want to change the costume here. Actually, no, we want to make a costume, and we're just gonna make it kind of a bad little version of a mouse pointer. Alright, so there we go. Bad little version of the mouse pointer. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to move that so the tip of it is almost directly on the center, because we're going to add a feature to have it draw. Alrighty, so there we go. We got our little mouse pointer there, which we don't want to have at the beginning, so we're going to have the looks changed to switch costume to costume 1, and then we're gonna, once we're here, if it's Y, we're gonna switch costume to, oh wait, hold on, duplicate, oh, alright, I just deleted that, duplicate, alright, click up here, I'm gonna go back and do this really, alrighty, so now we're back here, go back to script, switch costume to costume 1, then we want to switch costume to costume 2, and we're going to repeat. We're going to go down to data, and then we're going to go, we need 2 more, and then we're just going to call it 1 y, and then we're going to call this 1x. This is going to be just a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. We're going to get plus, and then we're going to get plus, and then we're going to go up to data, and we're going to set 1x, and we're going to set 1y to 1, or for 0. We're going to be set to 0, and then we're going to make this repeat the length, and then we're going to add 1x, and we're going to add 1i, plus 1. Well, this isn't the way I did it, I don't think, but this is the way that I know will work, and this isn't the exact way that I made it last time, because I deleted that a long time ago because I got no recognition for it, and that made me really mad. Okay, so we're just going to go up here. We don't need to have 1x and 1y. That doesn't matter. we're going to repeat the length of y, so what we're going to do is we got to come back here. We're going to just do +1 again. Because we start out at 0, so it's going to go to 0, and then it's going to go to +1 and +1 and +1, so we're going to keep going up and up and up and up. Now what we want to do is get motion and go to just one go to, and then we're going to go to X, and actually no, it might be smarter to go to Y, save me a little hassle. And there we go. So we have a full working script, but now we just got to add one thing, data, and we're going to delete all, and then we're going to delete, not add, delete, sorry. Delete all of X and Y. And then it's going to go back up, and you're just going to be able to keep going. So we're just going to get rid of that time. And now we should have a full working script. Press space, press R. Should come up here in a second. Probably already came up for you, but not for me. There we go. And now we're just going to click on here. We're going to say repeat for 400. Now it's adding it to the script. I'm not sure if it's going to work 100% because I haven't tested it up before now, but we're going to try it. It's going to keep going, it's going to keep going, and we're just going to keep moving our mouse around. And when it's recorded back, it will go with your mouse speed. So if I move it fast, it'll go fast. If I move it slow, it'll go slow. There we go. Would you like to play it back? Alright, we can click Y. There we go. Now it should be reading it. Go to X. Alright, so it should be repeating. Okay, I messed up a little bit. This is okay right here, I think. But we might have to tweak the script a little bit, and I'm going to do that outside of this, and then I'll just go over it because it'll go a bit faster, because we're coming up on 30 minutes, so I'll be right back. Alright, it turned out that I didn't have to tweak the script at all. It was just that this thing right here didn't really work out too well, so I just changed that and put the change it by 1 the whole time. This is okay right here. This does not interfere with the script over here, so I might as well show it to you. Go to R. Okay, so we can do let's do 170, and I'm putting X there to show you guys that it works. I'm not sure how that's going to look for you guys, but it's telling me we got like around 30 FPS, but for me it isn't 30 FPS. Alright, so it's almost there. Probably just lagged on my screen, but not for yours. And I tested it, so I know it works. I just tested it outside the screen after I changed that one thing. Alright, we're almost there. 170 is coming right up. There we go, 170. Now if I click Y, there we go, my mouse pointer's over here. It's just going to keep moving around until it gets to 170. So there's just like a record and playback feature. And the delete function does work. If you press N, it'll just delete everything. So yeah. I thought this was pretty cool, but I want to add one more thing. We're gonna have that, yeah, and then if the answer is Y, it's obviously gonna go on the next one. But what I want to do is I want to ask, would you like to have a pen drawing? Would you like to make this a pen? Now we're just going to simply say if else, and we're just going to put the, here we go. Just going to take the else, and we're going to put this in there. And then we're going to put if the answer equals Y, then, alright, let's get answer quickly. Put answer right in there. Answer equals Y, then let's go ahead and take this big bad boy down here. Drag him out. Put you up there. And go over to pen. And put pen down. Then we're just going to put pen up. If it gets to else. And then we're going to scroll up to the top. We're just going to put pen up in a few places, so that way it's never down. And then we're just going to put a clear button in a few places. Let's go down here. Put a clear right there. And then we can put one more clear that won't hurt anything right at the end of the forever loop. That way it always clears it. Might cause a little bit of unnecessary lag, but let's go ahead and try it out. R. Let's do 100. Oh, it didn't ask us. I think I need to restart it. Press space. R. Well, for some reason it isn't asking us. Oh, alright, so it's not drawn. Okay. I actually forget what I put there. What is the time? We put 1,000 because I'm stupid. Alright, sorry. Let's restart it. Let's just put 100. R 100. It's gonna keep going, it's gonna keep going, it's gonna keep going. Oh, I should probably draw a little bit, huh? Alright. Let's draw. It's almost there. Only 50 or 30 to go. 35 minutes? Come on. Try to make 35 minutes. Alright. Would you like to play back the recording? Yes. Would you like to make this a pen? Yes. Now would you look at that? It's drawn out a pen. There you go. I thought that was pretty cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed. We're at 34 minutes and 35 seconds, so I'll make this quick. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like or comment or subscribe, or if you want to see something in the future, subscribe so you always have it. And see you guys later. Bye.